get into it, because Melina, you were a focal point for the women's division during your time with WWE. And I want to know what that meant for you, to you and your career.
No, it meant a lot. It's just so sweet of you to say that, because it's really difficult, because some people like suppress that memory for some reason. It was a weird time for me where saying my name was never a good thing. And it's also associated with, the heel character and, the rumors and all this stuff. Like, you look up stuff on the internet, and that's why I feel for kids nowadays. You grow up on the internet, and I didn't. I was fortunate enough to live a childhood and everything without it. So then I never grew up with that kind of, there's so many things. There's pressures and scenarios and all these things. It could be a great thing. You could do your homework, do research, talk to all your friends, all this beautiful stuff with this technology. But the things that you guys have to go through, where your whole entire life is watched by everybody online, and you don't have to be super famous to have that happen to you. But with me, when it came to all the stuff that's going on, because I was such a private person, people wanted to know about me. They were intrigued, but they didn't see anything except the character. So rumors get created and all this stuff. And I was raised to never talk about your personal life. It's okay as long as you know the truth, which are all great things to say and to believe in. But the reality is if you don't educate people on who you are and all this stuff, like, they're left to believe whatever they want to believe. And after 15 years later, it's like, oh, I hope people see who I actually am as a person. But it's been tough, because it was hard for me to want to show people who I was and want to live. I was raised like a normal life, where family and friends, and to go from that to being the most hated person, it was just like, where can I connect? I want to hug people. I want I wanted my fans to be family and hug them and thank them. But you have kayfabe, and kayfabe's like, no, you can't be nice to people. And it was so isolating that, it just became depressing for me, where I couldn't talk to anybody. I couldn't, show love. And I was just Melina, the heel character, and everybody, including a lot of times my coworkers would believe it too, because I never talked. I was shy.